Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. I hope you can hear me. Okay, I see now you can. I have to go to this screen because this is the only way I know that you all can hear me. Well, hello, one and all. Andrea Allen, hi. B10 Powell and Gwendolyn Daniels. Andrea, hello, Naomi Maria. Lydia Washington, Patricia Smith, Church Nellie, Sonia Diana, Myra V, Mary H, Nathan. Let's see, where did I see that? Patricia Smith, Nuthalando Niandini. Hello. Let's see. Lydia Washington. Yes, I said that already. Elaine Parker. Hi. Hello, Legs. Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so let me take care of the trolls really fast because I'm sure they're warming up to wreak havoc. So I think going back a week seems to be the ticket. So I will do that. Thank you all for coming in right now because, as you know, I had my aunt today. We had a very good visit. Let me see. Okay. And I did tell her that you all said hi. So, subscribers, 1 week. Okay, I hope that was it. Hope that did it. Okay. All right, let me go to the actual. There we go. All right, there we go. Let's see how that looks. Ah, all right. So there it is. Royal Sussex turned on subscribers only mode. Yeah, I sure did. I sure as san. Yeah, I did. Okay. So aside from that, let's make sure that everyone knows that we're here. Um. Okay, that's done. Hello, Claudia Sims, and let's see. Hello, C-Mac. Karen Warner, hello to you. You know what? It's not so hot today. Sharon Augustine, hi. It's not so hot today, but Lordy have mercy. Is it humid for some reason? It's like a contrast. It's like not hot, but Lord, is it humid? I don't understand it. Okay. So yeah, I put up the AC because you know how I am about my. I don't understand it. Uh-oh, there's the echo. Okay, you know how I am about my AC, but good grief. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Hold on a second. Let me put that AC back up. I am the very embodiment of professionalism. Okay. Oh, Lord, is it hot? Okay, not really hot. Like I said, it's just humid. Okay, you guys, I'm just about ready here. All right, I'm scrolling all the way to the end. Hello, B10 Pow. Did I say hi already? I think I did. What? In California, we are in 109 degrees? This planet is on fire. Hello, Joan Garcia. Veronica Quick, hi. Marcy Foreman, Mary H. Sharon Davis. Felicia Tati. Hello. Is it Tete or Teti? Okay, and good, good, good. All right, I think I'm right where I want to be. All right, now. Okay. All right. Hi Ruth Brown. Mary Jane Pimentel, hello. Hello, Mary Jane Pimentel. Lita Portress, hello. All right. So, you guys, as well, you guys probably didn't see the title because I was still working on it. But let me see. Let me get my slides up. I get my slides up to the okay, that's not going to rhyme. Never mind. I was about to start singing, but that ain't going to rhyme. Okay. As Orson Welles would say, we do no rhyme before it's time. Didn't Orson Welles say that? We do no rhyme before it's time? Who said that? Okay, never mind. It's not important. We do no rhymes before it's time. Yes, we did. And you know, guys, she came armed with pot stickers. She came bearing pot stickers. So I have another batch of pot stickers in my freezer waiting for me to turn on that steamer. So, yes, I'm very happy. And I had a couple of things for her. So it was just kind of like a swap meet. But yeah, I like to surprise her with stuff. So she's very happy. Okay. All right. So let's do this, shall we? Thank you, B10 Pal, for the question. And there he is, Prince Harry. Now, there was Elaine Parker. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex and being a member. And I should say thank you for staying awake. Okay, not so late there, but not early either. But thank you so much. Cheers. God save the content creators. Okay. Hello, Fancy. Faith, Hope, Love. Hello, Navi D. Kathy G. Janine Bell. Karen. Oh, you guys are flooding in all of a sudden. Sharon Davis wants to say hi to a few people. All right, get in here. Get in here. Okay. So, anyway, Harry looks very fit and athletic. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but look at those guns. And of course, I do mean his arms. Look at Harry's arms. What has he been lifting or working out with? I mean, look at those arms. I hope he has his registration card for those lethal weapons. I mean, they're huge. I mean, he's getting more fit by the day. Now, this is the person who is so miserable and so sad to be away from Narnia. Oh, he's going to miss this, isn't he? He's going to miss all this. Um, I tell you what, whatever they think is going on with Harry, Harry has never been this fit in his life. You know, yes, he's being held captive. He is being held captive. He's literally being held against his will. So, how he made it all the way over to Africa, we suspect, I have no clue. Oh, the pot stickers. Oh, well, I'd be glad to, but it's very simple. If you, well, these are frozen, of course, so I didn't make them myself. Otherwise, you would essentially make them like you would make almost any dumpling, but of course, you want the more like a pasta, like, or you could even buy a pasta shell, I bet. But you just steam them. You could fry them or grill them. You can cook them so many ways, but that's it. I usually steam mine. And just like you steam vegetables, you can steam those pot stickers. Mm. Look how easily I'm distracted by food. Anyway, so yeah, I guess I've already said enough about Harry's arms. Hello, Bernadine Robinson. Carolyn Soares, Rochelle Baudreau. Hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex. So take a look here again. Harry is in Africa. I believe he's in. Oh, you know what? I can give you a better explanation here, but it looks like he's working. He's working. Now, I heard earlier on another what was it? I think it was it Duchess of Success? Yes. She was wondering what hat was he wearing, right? And well, I did some research. I'll tell you about that later. So Prince Harry of England visits Vilanculo, Vanculo, for 3 days. Prince Harry's sixth in line of succession from the United Kingdom spent 3 days in Valanculo. I hope I'm saying it right. Vilanculo, making marches, contemplating tourist attractions. Yeah, making marches, contemplating tourist attractions in the region in the company of his friends. Harry, one of the world's emblematic figures, oh, I love that, stayed at Vilanculos Beach Lodge, one of the best hotels in Vilanculos, and was seen in conversation with the president of Tourism Association in this district, Yassine Amuchi. Yes, Yassine Amuchi. So that is what Prince Harry is doing there. Um, it may have something to do with travelers, although I will get to that hat in just a moment. Let me see here. Okay. Nagateromona wants to say hi to a few people. Okay. Let me see. Karen M says, I'm so happy the hotel didn't give them any information on Harry. Right? uh, well, let's put it like this. He's a long way from the Paps right now, and we don't even know how long he's been there. He may be leaving at this point, or he may have already left. So there was no word on how much business was to be conducted. However, Harry did pose for photos, so apparently he wants his stay known about. So yeah, yeah, that's what I believe. I believe he's already left. Yep, I believe that he's already left. Usually, by the time something like this comes out, it's already over with. The fact that Harry can go to and from like a ninja lets you know that the tabloids really, yes, yes, thank you, Kathy Gabby. And isn't that what I started with? There are no lakes in Montecito. We don't know whether he's traveling with his family or not. We just don't know. It's all unknown. This has caught everyone off guard. So much so that aside from social media, which these photos were actually posted on a Instagram account, the tabloids don't know anything about it. They are clueless, which is, pretty typical of the tabloids. But the tabloids, the rodents, they are absolutely clueless about Harry's whereabouts or intentions, and that's the way it ought to be. Yes, that's the way it ought to be. So let me see. Huh, okay. Yeah, so far I don't see anybody has any information about that. Ooh. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. I'm sorry. I took a glance at the news. Shouldn't have done that. Okay. Okay. But as Harry said, they don't report the news. They create the news. You know what he meant. Okay, so let me get back over here. Take a look at a couple of your comments. Headlines are a day late and a dime short. Thank you so much for that. I think you. Hello, where are you there, Dorothy Ross? Hello. It's 23:30 here, so I think that's 11:30 p.m. Just decided to have a quick look before going to bed So this is great news. Yes, ma'am, it is great news. Yeah, I'm very excited. I love the fact that I mean, Harry just got out of there and they were clueless about it. We're not able to determine for sure the real purpose of this quick visit to Vilanculo, one of the best tourist destinations in Africa and the world. But we know from anonymous sources that Prince Harry frequently visits this tourist spot. Well, listen to that. He frequently visits this tourist spot. Huh. We contacted the management of Vilanculos Beach Lodge, refused to provide any details, claiming to preserve the privacy and security of its guests. Tourists, tourism Vilanculo, and such and such and such, all those hashtags, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, yeah, all of that. So essentially, none of y'all business. It's private, it's none of y'all business. Yes, they are clueless. Leg says British media tabloids. Where are the Sussexes? Where are the Sussexes? Where on earth can they be? A Carmen Sandiego theme song. Oh my goodness, Legs, you have quite the sense of humor. I love it. You have a wicked sense of humor. Too funny. Faith Hope Love says, Baron, I know the tabloids hate there are no more leaks and they never know anything about the Sussexes until after the fact, which is the way it ought to be. I got that from Faye Dunaway in Mommy Dearest. She said, tear down that wall and put a window where it ought to be. I think she kind of overplayed that part. No wonder none of my neighbors ever knock on my door. There are just too many voices coming out of my place, right? I'd be afraid to knock on the door. Charles says, wow, he's in the largest island of Africa, Madagascar. That is fantastic. He continues doing what he is passionate about. We know the predictable island toxic comments is no surprise. Yeah, Joe, it is of no surprise. I saw where one of the derangers like responded to this on Twitter. They went, yawn. If it's such a yawn, why did you read about it to know that you didn't like it? Because instead of actually disliking the Duke of Sussex, obviously that particular deranger is a huge fan. Yep, if you spend that much time hating on somebody, that really means you're just a fan. Yep. Let me see. Susie Q. Hey, Susie Q. Hey, squatties. How y'all doing? Just reached home from work and is tired like a dog. I understand. Sometimes those work days, especially when you get home and it's in the summer and maybe it was hot and traffic or whatever, all you want to do is take a good shower. Oh, did I just say shower? You guys, when I was at Costco, I've used the Neutrogena, you know, bars of soap in the past, and I really love Neutrogena. I didn't know that they had a bath gel, a bath and shower gel, Neutrogena. Well, I bought this 40-ounce bottle with the pump on it. And I tell you, every time I take a shower, I feel so refreshed and so alive and so, I smell good. I feel good. I didn't know anything could be that special. It's Neutrogena. I guess it's the regular scent or yeah, whatever the original scent. Oh my God, that stuff is epic. How come nobody told me about this? But wait. When I started telling my friends, I even told my aunt about it. She's like, "Get me one." What? Get me one. I said, "You knew about this? How come nobody told me about the Neutrogena bath and body gel?" or shower, bath, whatever. How come nobody told me about that? I was the last to know. Oh, well, anyway, it's like I'm not exaggerating. It's so great. I can't wait to use it again. That's all I'm saying is that's how great it is. And it's just not the only thing that ever has excited me before this. Well, the last thing was those peppermint soap bars that you get from Trader Joe's. You know how they have the loose bars of soap? I always get one of those peppermint bars. Well, usually I get like three because, I go to Trader Joe's sporadically. I mean, not Trader Joe's, but what am I saying? Whole Foods. Whole Foods is where they have the peppermint soap. Well, this is the best thing that has happened to me since those bars of peppermint soap. So I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm not Oprah Winfrey. My favorite things list doesn't garner that much attention, but I'm telling you, it is a wang dang doodle. It is a wang dang doodle. Do you guys remember who used to say that? Wang dang doodle? It's a wang dang doodle. Anyway, I love it. So that is my favorite new thing is Neutrogena bath and body wash and bath and shower gel, whatever. So yep. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, well, thank you, Iris Wood. I'm sorry, Iris Wood. Well, thank you, but I was just saying, I really enjoyed it. Really, really enjoyed it. Let me see. Who else do we have here? Let me see. Yes, forever you can buy in the 40-ounce size at Nordstrom's Rack. Really? I had never seen it before. I only bought it because I knew I liked the Neutrogena. And when I saw it, I'm like, wow, that's huge. Well, then again, I was in Costco, so everything is in those Jurassic portions, right? If it's not Jurassic size, then I'm probably not at the Costco. Uh, oh, thank you. Let me see. That's it. Rain bath. Neutrogena rain bath, refreshing shower and bath gel. I have been using for years. Then how come you haven't told me? Oh, you know, you guys, when you know something like this, you're supposed to share it. I'm telling you, everybody knew about it, but me. And so I got it home and it was like, okay, let me see how. And it's like I can't wait to get under the water. Wow, this stuff is good. Oh well, maybe next time if something catches your fancy, you'd share. Well, thank you, B10 pal. Wait for my Christmas favorite things catalog like Oprah. Buy some Neutrogena. What else would I do? I love doing that Oprah Winfrey voice. Come on out, Tom Cruise. Don't jump on my couch. Oh man. Let me see. Got to bring back some of that Neutrogena rain bath when I visit next time around. Around October. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Just make sure if you pack it in your suitcase, you'll be able to fly with it, right? I don't know where. Yeah, I guess you're gonna go back to Jamaica. Yeah, then yeah, if you pack it in your suitcase, you'll be fine. Oh man. Anyway, I love that stuff. That's my favorite new thing. Um, let me see. What's that, Church Nelly? Use it outside in the rain. I'm not embarrassed. I'll go out there. I don't mind taking it all off. You know what I say? If you can't take a joke, if they can't take a joke, F them. All right. All right. So let's get back to this. So, as for the hat, as promised, African Parks. Now, it's not official that that's why he's there, but he is wearing the African Parks hat. Now, this photo is from a while ago. Apparently, Harry, I believe he is still the president of African Parks. Now, African Parks does have a CEO. And for those of you that are not familiar, African Park is a non governmental organization, also known as an NGO, focused on conservation, established in 2000 and headquartered in Johannesburg, South Africa. And there you can see the Ginger Avenger cooling down the elephant, which apparently has been sedated. Looks like a baby elephant or a young adult baby elephant. So, if the information on their website is correct, Prince Harry still serves as the president of African Parks. Oh, I'm telling you, it's a life changer. It just I don't know, I just felt so refreshed and so after a long day, it just seems natural to take the Neutrogena into the shower with you and start that rain head shower and then lather up with it and everything. And oh, the wonderful aromatic scent that's like permeating your pores. And then after that, you gently step out of the shower and take a huge fluffy towel and just let it envelop you and remove the moisture from your body. And then you get your favorite moisturizer and everything. And after that, you go chill out with a cup of tea or something. That's how I picture it. It's I just thought it was special. I thought it was exceptional, and the idea that nobody told me about it, I just kind of happened upon it. Well, it was a nice surprise. So, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Oh man, but thank you for your comment. Okay, so I'm sorry, I tried to click on that. Hey, does Barron and African Parks just relocated a large number of elephants? Uh, I hope Harry was able to assist. Oh, really? Okay, well, maybe, but if he is still serving as the president, then he's obviously the guy needed to draw certain attention to the plight of these herds of elephants and the African parks and such. I mean, could you find any better ambassador for something, especially a cause like that? I can't think of anyone. Thank you for your comment, Veronica. And happy Wednesday to you. It is hump day, isn't it? Let's see. Prince Harry loves this kind of work. He loves animals and promoting good treatment to animals. Well, you do know that in spite of what everybody thinks, anything, you know what? I shouldn't be shady right now. I mean, I've seen a couple of times where he's, when it comes to, I mean, uh, he's been charitable. I'll just say that. Yeah, I don't want to go there right now, but he has been charitable to all sorts of wildlife and uh, no matter what his pedigree and you know, no matter what parts of the wild it hails from, he has been known to roll up his sleeves and help out when it's tasteful to do so. So, oh, okay, okay, all right, I got that out my system. uh let me see. Let me see what's coming up next before I go there. Yeah, What the hell? You all been good, so let's just do it, shall we? Uh, plus, considering how some of us are caught up in our feelings right now, it might do us good to let off a little steam the only way we know how, right? So, in the spirit of that, the only way we know how to let off a little steam, there we go. Being expressed the only way I know how. Like I say, since you all have been good lately, I figure we probably need to let off a little steam. Oh man. Well, that's what Harry may or may not be doing. He may or may not be there. He may or may not be working on behalf of the African parks, and he may or may not, may or may not, may or may not. So that's it. Remember, there are no leaks in Montecito. Next on the docket. This is like my favorite thumbnail of late. This enchanted thumbnail. This is like my new favorite. Um, yeah, I just like it. The Royal Sussex story. That is my new favorite thumbnail. And some of you guys may have had the opportunity to see the video I posted. Now, I played it at the end of one of the recent lives. I'll play it again. It's about a minute long. And you know what? Y'all better not laugh at me. No laughing. I know it's a part that everybody's like, yeah, right. But no laughing. Oh, where did it go? Is that it? Oh, there we go. Oh, it won't let me open it. That's interesting. Oh, let me try this. Let me try this. It's not hopeless. Let me try something else. Well, it may not let me open it. For some reason, it's being shady. Well, you guys may have gotten lucky, but let me see what happens. Ah. that. And yes, it's true. At that time, he was a virgin, a handsome virgin. Oh man. So let me see. Royal Sussex, right? Once upon a time, yes, once upon a time, there was a handsome virgin who dreamed of seeing a royal wedding. That's right, he dreamed of seeing a royal wedding. When Harry met Meghan, everything changed. He became a squatty to defend the Sussexes. That's right. With love and laughter abound, all of his wishes came true, and he has 13,000 subscribers. Well, now it's 17,000. And of course, that's the story of Royal Sussex. All right. So, anyway, this is my new favorite thumbnail. I think it's so enchanting. Yeah, so I had fun with that one. I made it like when I had 13,000 subscribers, so you know that was some time ago. And I don't know, for some reason I never showed it. Um oh, thank you, Myra. Très magnifique. Yes. Let me see. Oh, thank you. Thank you guys. I'm glad you liked it. Let me see here. Baron, if you like peppermint soap, try Dr. Bronner's Pure, what is that? Castile soap peppermint? Okay, I would love to try that. Definitely. Yeah, I just like the way it kind of opens up the pores and makes you all tingly and fresh. Let me see. You saw the most exciting royal wedding. That is true. That is true. I think that after Diana, there was that huge, huge drought of any big events with that family. And it wasn't until the Sussexes that some of that magic was recaptured. And of course, anything else, they are in for a long, dry period when it comes to the royal family and those big public events. And I think that the royal family, they should be very glad that the Sussexes, got married and everything like that, because it is it's like I said, we're in the desert of those events for that family, and it will be a while before they have anything significant like that. Yeah, not that I feel sorry for, the establishment, but I'm just saying they are in a drought. They are in a drought. They are no doubt in a drought. Oh man, but pity, pity, pity. All of this could have been avoided if they would have just treated the Sussexes appropriately. But instead, they decided to go shade and well, I can only say they're just getting what they deserve. They're getting their just desserts. So, um, bully for them. All right, you guys, and of course, we have come to that point in today's Royal Sussex. Yes, Charlotte says, McQuell, that idiot Camilla. What is HONTE? What does that mean? I didn't just call her something. What did I just call her? I mean, I'm getting nervous because it starts with a H. Huh. I'm getting nervous because it starts with a H. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get out my translator because I'm not sure what just happened. And mind you, there are okay, it's shame. Okay, okay, thank you. When I saw that H, I got nervous. Exactly. When I saw that H, I got nervous. Oh man. Okay, so back over here, of course. And all right. As much as my stomach drops when I see this on Wednesday, it's great to know that people are interested in having proper conversation about royal stories and topics that actually matter. No point in writing these if no one is reading. Thank you. Well, Omid, thank you. Thank you for being fair. Thank you for calling out, and bringing facts to bear. Thank you, Omid. We owe you a thanks. And if that's not enough, looks like a few squatties observed some things about Omid from the Invictus Games. Look at Omid with moisturized skin and white teeth. And then the other one says, he smells nice too. He was extremely gracious at the Invictus Games 2022. And someone else says, oh, he's beautiful. So there you have it. Omid Scobie obviously has some fans out there. And yes, if you guys don't know it, but Omid is actually 40 years old. I know it looks like, you know, he's very young, but he's actually 40 years old. So good on you, Omid, and thank you for being fair and being honest. That's very important. Bernadine Robinson, thank you so much for supporting Royal Sussex. Thank you so much for watching this channel, and I thank you for your support. Happy Wednesday to you. Okay, next we have, despite spending over $5.4 million on turning Kensington Palace into a forever home, the Cambridges are leaving London this month for a new property in Windsor. Was it all a waste of the sovereign grant? All the answers in my latest Yahoo News UK column. So, what he's talking about is the fact that you know what? And I'm so sorry I didn't add the screenshot. I just thought about it just now. But I do have an article from way back when that says that the Sussexes, I'm sorry, not Sussexes, that the Cambridges were fixing up the Kensington Palace to be their forever home. And they had a home in the country, Amber Hall. Then they got some mysterious place. Okay, so take a look right there. That is Adelaide Cottage, right? That is the new place, Adelaide Cottage. It is very difficult to find photos of Adelaide Cottage, which, as you can see, is close to Windsor Castle and also close to Frogmore. Now, Frogmore is a nice distance away from Adelaide Cottage, and that's a good thing. Um, and unless, well, I'm not even going to speculate about it. Let me see. Okay. Let me see. I'm so sorry, Baron. I am going to have to tip out for Bible study. Veronica, quick, please pray for me. And I hope I haven't used any language or anything that may if I'd have known you were going to Bible study, I would have been on my best behavior. But now you tell me. But anyway, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to put anybody, under the shadow of all that weirdness I have just before Bible study. That's not right. Let me see. Unbelievable, right? And the people of the UK bashed the Sussexes for renovating the barn house, Frogmore Cottage, What's even worse was that it was supposed to be a gift from the Queen, and yet it's for rent. Yes, exactly. There's so many layers and facets to that so-called gift that it's enough to make your head spin, isn't it? Very weird, somewhat odd, I believe. Leg says Baron, as Omid says, they even spent 1.5 million pounds later on a driveway. I remember that, but apparently the tabloids were distracted on how much it will cost for the Sussex's home. Distract and deflect. Yes, you know what? Actually, um, oh man, I didn't know that we were going to go in that direction, but I keep my receipts, and every so often I bring them out. And sometimes people are like, "Yes, Baron, you told us." I'm building a case. I want to make sure that I keep repeating the same thing until it is clear, on the odd chance that someone who doesn't know will be informed and can um, forward that information, and if it causes any embarrassment for the Cambridges, good, because they do nothing to prevent the constant berating of the Sussexes for stuff that is repeated over and over again. Like, for instance, the 11.8 million pound or whatever they put on the Sussex home. They do that constantly in the tabloids, in particular the Daily Fail. So if the Daily Fail can repeat that stuff over and over again, why can't I? I feel obliged to do the same thing. Um, like I say, sometimes you have to take the struggle in the direction it needs to go. So, I'm sorry, I'm trying to. All right, trying to position myself in my chair. Sorry for that. But yeah, so I just want to set the record straight. Let me see. Thank you so much for your comment, Baron. It's jealousy. No matter how much they put in, KP, you can't be changed on the outside. Will is jealous of Harry's home in Montecito, where there are no leaks. There are no leaks in Montecito. Thank you so much for your comment. Okay. Now take a look here. I just mentioned this, and yes, I'm going to talk about it again because I just want to set the record straight. Why is this important? I will tell you why. Because if you take a look there, leaving Kensington Palace Goldfish Bowl, now they got this big excuse like there's just so much attention on people who come and go in helicopters. How is anybody seeing them if they're coming and going in helicopters? But I digress. Leaving the Kensington Palace Goldfish Bowl, William and Kate will move to Adelaide Cottage to give their children most normal upbringing possible before William becomes king. Well, that's a lot of preparation for something that may happen in 20 years or more, but won't have room to live in, won't have room for a live in nanny. Now, the other day, thank you, whoever said that. The other day, someone pointed out something that I had actually mentioned before, but I did not include with this last round of exposure with this story. I didn't mention it. So, as you can see, one of the squatties in the red square says, "This new Kensington Palace man is really trying to act like they're your average family." BS, right? Yes, it's BS. Let me see. Uh huh. Exactly. So, take a look here. Susie Q, you went there. You went there. Um, Prince William pushes population control in Africa. 3 children, 4 homes, and a fleet of Range Rovers and a helicopter, right? just your normal, typical family. And by the way, that is Amber Hall. That is their home in the country. Their city home is Kensington Palace. Their home in the country is Amber Hall, right? Now, you look at Amber Hall, you think to yourself, wow, that's a large house, but not as large as I would expect. Well, it's a L shape to it. It is shaped like the letter L. There's almost as much building on the far side behind the house as you see in the front. It's shaped like the letter L. Plus, if you look at the far end down there, you see that white windowed room? That is the conservatory because everybody in the United Kingdom, whatever their socioeconomic level, everyone in the United Kingdom, just like this typical average family, has a conservatory built onto their property, right? Everyone has one. It's like a cell phone. They are so innocuous, nobody would even notice it. I mean, it's so innocuous. I didn't even notice. I just used the big word. So it's so innocuous. I don't even know if it's grammatically correct. That's how innocuous it is. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Uh, Baron, they want witnesses to the fact that he's not sleeping there. This is Kate's alleged hideaway. It is also alleged closer to alleged parents, alleged. Exactly. So, oh man. So Lorna says the only people the Goldfish Bowl are Will and Kate. They are the highest ranking royals at Kensington Palace. So they create the atmosphere. Come on, Lorna, you tell it. You tell it. I have been saying that for the longest. That is Prince William's domain. He reigns supreme over Kensington Palace, being the highest ranking royal. Everybody quivers and cringes at his presence. Let me see. When they thought Prince and Princess Harry and Meghan were going to move there, it was opulent. Will not and cannot is modest. Shake my head. Exactly. Exactly. See how stuff change? It always changes when there's a person of color involved. That happens so much. Leg says, doesn't Kensington Palace has two kitchens? I think they were trying to highlight that Cancel Kate or no control wants to play kitchen too. My problem is why can't she use the other one they have? No servant quarters for her. Well, I mean Kensington Palace is several buildings. I don't have an overhead of it right now, and I'm sure there are you know lots of things available to people there. Excuse me. However, for whatever reason, and we don't know why, the Cambridges decided they just want out of there. I mean, it's interesting that this was suitable as a forever home, but think about how much time they actually spend there. They have Amber Hall. They have a place that we're not supposed to know about up in Scotland that they never mentioned. And now they have this Adelaide cottage, which I have some more stuff to share about that, by the way. Yes, exactly. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Oh, wait a minute. What was that list? Lawn maintenance, cooks, hairdressers, manicures, dressmakers. Ooh, nanny's house. Okay, yep. You're right. Let me get there. There it is. That is the absolute next photo. Now, take a look on the right. You see, is this picturesque grade 2 listed romantic cottage in Windsor the Queen's gift to Harry and Meghan? No. Now, this is what people thought Harry and Meghan was going to get in July of 2018. That is Adelaide Cottage. On the left side, you can see Adelaide Cottage from overhead. Take a look. The white structure with the dark roof, that is Adelaide Cottage. You see a little bitty house up front. Then notice there's a whole nother wing in the back. Plus, there's another building back there. I see 3, possibly 4 structures. How many working class families in the United Kingdom has a little quaint cottage, a little romantic, picturesque cottage that is grade 2 listed? Come on, people. How's that? What is typical about this? Oh, and by the way, look at the size of the property. And I'm not even talking about everything back there. This has got to be what, 1-2 acres? This is massive compared to what most people have. They got to be kidding me. This is supposed to be downsizing for the Cambridges. Are they giving up the helicopters too? Looks like there's plenty room to land helicopters. That's embarrassing. They should be embarrassed. Now take a look there. Kensington Palace, Amber Hall, that place in Scotland that we ain't supposed to know about. And then there's the what is it, Tannen something cottage, which I guess is on the Balmoral estate. I don't even think they have a photo of it. And then there on the right is the Adelaide cottage at the bottom. Adelaide cottage. But okay, so the Kensington Palace photo that you see in the upper left. Oh, there it is right there. Look, that's Amber Hall. Remember, I just said there was as much building in the back as it is in the front. Now, do you guys see it? Do you guys see what I just said? I'm sorry I'm getting all excited, but there is as much building behind that rather symmetrical facade. Let's go back. See there? Look at there. Now, 1, 2. Look at Admiral Hall. It is twice the size. It's twice the size. You can even see that little dinky conservatory. That is what is used as their country home. And that L shape is not service, not the mews and stuff. Those buildings all the way back there in the corner, that is where they have things like automobiles, helicopter repair, and all that other stuff. These are massive properties for that family that's supposed to be downsizing. This is outrageous. If the people knew about this, if people knew about this, the Rangers that are listening and angry because you're not able to comment, how do you justify all this? Oh, because he'll be king one day. So, how do you justify all this extravagance? An 8 million pound helicopter for trips that are just a short drive away. They got an 8 million pound helicopter. And just as I said the other day, I'm going pedal, you guys. I am going pedal. Now, you know I'm serious when I go pedal on you. I'm going pedal. Seatbelts, everybody. I'm about to go pedal. Um, and just as you see there on the bottom right side, there is William. Did I not say when they first took those photos, I said, I bet you that is some kind of thing that he is doing so he can look like he's a man of the people when his birthday comes. That is the first part of it and the last part of it. He'll never be out there on the street pushing those magazines again. You got the whole of the Commonwealth to go out and do deeds. You have all of Greater London. You have food banks all over the United Kingdom. And this is where you find yourself out on the street for about 10 minutes with a photographer so that you can pretend to be in touch with the people. I say phooey. I cry foul. Okay. Royal escape. Prince William and Kate Middleton have a secret third home, which fans know. Now, that is the place up in Scotland, I believe. That is the third home, upper left corner. Then on the right is one of the rare photos of Adelaide Cottage. You just cannot find any photos of it. And then on the bottom, $598 million Kensington Palace. Now, obviously, they don't occupy the whole structure, but they have the largest apartment at Kensington Palace. They have Princess Margaret's old apartment, which is one whole part of that square that you see in the back part of the photo, I believe. It's like a courtyard area, and one whole wall of that is the grace and favor that is given to the Cambridges. And you know what? I don't even have ready a photo of the Nottingham cottage, a place where that it was. Anyway, it was like a little 2-bedroom servants' quarters. That is where Prince Harry was supposed to bring up his family. And then, as a wedding gift, they sent him from one. Oh, this makes me mad when I think about it. They sent him from one servant's quarters to another servant's quarters. Frogmore, which is just a bunch of extensions, one after the other, and not even attractive extensions, just this box connected to that box, which is connected to another box, and finally the last box. That is thank you to Harry for being the most popular and at the time, of course, before the hate campaign, the favorite royal. That was for services rendered. Oh, and by the way, we'll gladly take some money for it, even though there was already in the money in the budget to fix it up. We're going to take that money from you. No shame in our game. We'll just add it back to the sovereign grant. Oh, guess what, Harry? You have just balanced our books during the pandemic when there were no tourists. And that really did happen because the Sussexes paid out that $3 million to the sovereign grant for a house that they shouldn't have paid for in the first place. The only thing they were supposed to pay for was for the custom features added to the house, not the renovation of the house. So not only did they pay for their customization projects within the house that was already scheduled for renovation, they also paid for that renovation. When there's a person of color, everything changes. Everything changes. Boy, I tell you, these people give me gas. They give me gas. Oh, I can't stand them. They just make me sick. Anyway, there's that 31.5 million Amber Hall. They spent, what was it, $2 million on the driveway, which I'm sure was lined with gold bricks. And then, of course, one of my favorite slides, our planet has become more fragile. The pressing need to protect and restore our planet has never been more urgent. Prince William. Well, someone added that quote to the image of Prince William and his very privileged family climbing inside of a private jet. A private jet. And then, of course, Prince William and Wadey Katie's favorite mode of transportation, human beings. Oh, okay. Okay. Gonna change gears just a little bit here. Hit it, Annie. Breaking. Kate sends royal fans into frenzy with new Roger Federer partnership. This is their idea of a royal frenzy? Asked one of the squatties. And then, if that's not enough, Glow decided to really dig in by pointing out to people the article about the frenzied fans has been up for 4 hours, garnered 13 comments. Yes, 13 comments. So, in said time, they got 30 retweets, 2 quotes, 287 likes, and 13 comments. That is what they refer to as a royal frenzy. That is a royal frenzy. if it was more frantic than that, I don't know how they would take it. Now, what they call a royal frenzy, you know how I said earlier that somebody had looked at Harry's visit to Africa and went, yawn? This is a yawn. This right here is the sleeper. This is the one that will put you Betty by. Boring. Nobody cares. I mean, they just make up stuff. A royal frenzy. Yeah, if it was any more frenzied, I'd nod off this chair. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry might choose UK school as Lilibeth and Archie tipped for England return. Do y'all hear crickets? Do you all hear crickets? If you notice on the right side, one of the squatties made one of my favorite memes ever. I love that one, The Great Escape. They didn't look at that picture of the Queen in the background. They didn't go through all that trouble to get out of Narnia just so that they might turn around and go back or send the kids back there. That's not going to happen. As Harry said, they just make up stuff. And this is truly just something to. And look at that. Look at that. Let me see. Oh, you know what? It's not there. I was trying to see how many times it had been retweeted and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, now that's something that will capture people's attention. Y'all know there's no merit to that story whatsoever, so I won't bore you with it. But I just wanted to contrast that with the photo or the meme, The Great Escape. Not gonna happen. Nobody's interested. Yeah, it is a great movie, isn't it? So we are pleased to announce that that the Duke of and Duchess of Sussex will be joining us in Dusseldorf on the 6th of September to mark 1 year to go until Invictus Games Dusseldorf 2023. How you doing? I love this the what do you call it? The logo that they're using for Invictus Dusseldorf. I love that wavy. I mean, I just think this is gorgeous. Um, not that I didn't like the one for The Hague, but I have to say this one really, really is an eye catcher. I mean, you could throw any colors into that and it would still really catch your attention. So I like the ones that they had for Dusseldorf. I mean, for The Hague, but I love, love, love this one. Montecito does not leak. Nobody knew Prince Harry was in Africa until he wanted them to know that he was in Africa. That's what happens when you leave Narnia. Amen to that, Michael Miller. Amen to that. The British tabloids and royal rodents are desperate that I pity them. Are these really adults or a bunch of teenagers that doesn't follow the code of ethics of journalism? Lies, lies. Well, that is why one of them no longer works for CNN because they did not follow the CNN code of ethics when it comes to journalism. I mean, they were veering so far from CNN's code of ethics that that particular reporter wound up with no eyelashes. I mean, they were so off the trail of ethics that their lashes fell off. So, yeah, Shay, you're absolutely right. It is they are devoid of the code of ethics and they have been found wanting in their character and they have been foolish, so they have been paid out for their folly. I learned that from Downton Abbey. I was foolish and I was paid out for my folly. So that's what happened to the lashless so-called royal expert who, and guess where that royal expert used to live? You guys know where that royal expert used to live? Anybody? Kensington Palace. That royal expert that lost her lashes used to live at Kensington Palace because that royal expert's father seems to be a liar too. So, okay. I'm so glad to know that the paparazzi never know Harry left Montecito and in South Africa. Way to go, my prince. Absolutely. Is he in Mozambique or South Africa? Anyway, he's over in Africa, and I forgot where that resort is. Maybe it's in South Africa, but yeah, good on him. Good on you, Harry. Okay, where are we here? Oprah Winfrey interview with what is that? Meghan and Harry, most watched TV program in North last year. Um, is that Northern Ireland or yeah, I think it was Northern Ireland. Anyway, um, you know how I said I was the last to know about the Neutrogena bath gel? Well, it apparently there's a whole region of Ireland or Northern Ireland where they just seem to not know about the Oprah Winfrey interview being the most popular television event for 2021. And more interesting, why are we talking about it in 2022? I mean, what's next? Do I have to tell them that we put a man on the moon? Um, should I tell them that they changed the taste of Coke? I mean, how far back do we have to go? Do I have to tell them that the Dodgers left Brooklyn? Maybe I shouldn't tell them, right? Let me see what else. Oh, should I tell them about the internet? Nah, let it be a surprise. Anyway, for some reason they didn't know. Okay, Anna Boyd, I'm glad you're here. Thank you for being here. Yes, thank you for being here. I'm running late today, but I'm going to be back on at my regular time tomorrow. Okay, you guys. I want to share something with you. Now, be prepared to adjust your sound because the quality is not great, but I want you to listen closely to this story. Oh, thank you, Anna Boyd. Thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for watching Royal Sussex. Happy Wednesday to you. That's very lovely. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, so be prepared to adjust your sound because the quality is not great. But I heard this story because ever since Nichelle Nichols passed away, I have been going back and looking at all her old interviews and such. And she was such a dynamic person that people had no idea how much impact that she's had on so many different things. But um, anyway, so to set this up for you, I think it may be about 2 or 3 minutes long. When Nichelle Nichols played Lieutenant Uhuru, she played that part with a great deal of inner strength and dignity. The character Lieutenant Uhuru, that character was born in the United States of Africa. So in the future, when Star Trek was supposed to have been, made, it was a sci-fi in the future, scientific, fantasy show. Lieutenant Uhuru was born in I think it was Kenya, right? That's the character, Nichelle Nichols' character. And Uhuru means freedom, right? So she was born in the United States of Africa. At that time, the African countries united under one flag, and that's where she was from in the future. So, oh, by the way, you guys, after this, I'm pretty much done. So if you guys have stayed up late for Royal Sussex, you can go back and catch this story on the replay. Um, yes, and thank you, Lydia. Please hit that like button. So this will be it, and then we are going to ginge ourselves out of here. But if you want to stay and listen to the story, I'd appreciate it. I think it is absolutely beautiful. So again, the character of dignity. And if you can hear it okay, give me some thumbs up once it starts playing, okay? So take a listen. very cool story about the way she was very protective of this strong black woman on television who was so powerful and dignified at a time when most black people on television were not. So, to set it up for you, this is how she responded to someone's attempt, this director's attempt to try to humiliate Lieutenant Uhura. Okay, here goes, you guys. Again, be prepared to adjust your sound.
Well, I'm sparkling because it happened to me. Um, there was a director who had never directed. This was about, oh, well into knowing who your character is and what you would and wouldn't do, who you are. And so this lovely man was first time director with us, and all the other directors by this time really knew who we were. And he had wanted me to do something that Uhura would not do. You know, it was kind of cutesy pootsy, and so I so I said, well, all right, but I think this is not something she would do. I mean, he says, just do it. And I said, okay, and nobody said anything. And I said, fine. He said, let's just get it done. And so we did the scene, and it came to Uhura, and Uhura couldn't do that. And he said, what is the matter? And I said, can we make a decision or compromise? Because Uhura simply would not do that. He said, look, I don't have a difficult actress on my hands. Just do it. I'm the director. I know what I want. And I said, yeah, I'll do anything you want, but Uhura won't do that. And I was very nervous because I knew I was being contentious, or it looked like, you know. Mm-hmm. And so he says, all right, take five. And he went and he called Gene Roddenberry in his office. And Gene, I hear him saying, he's saying, I've got a difficult actress on the stage. And Gene said, I won't put up with it. What's going on? He actually thought it was a guest actress, a starring actress, you know. And he said, well, it's this, what's her name, Nichelle Nichols, she does Uhura? He said, yes. And he said, well, I've told her what I want. And she said, Uhura won't do that. And so Jean apparently said, what is it that you wanted her to do? And not because Nichelle is the most cooperative actress I've ever worked with. I did a bit of soup. And he said, well, I told her to do so and so and so, and I wanted her to do this. And I've tried, she's run 3 takes, and she won't do it. Well, Gene said, well, yes, Nichelle will do that, but Uhura won't. It's a true story, and it's why.
Okay, so that was it. I love, love, love that story. And just in case you didn't catch what happened, this director, not Gene Roddenberry, but the director wanted her to play this kittenish character rather than the usual strong, very stoic and, very efficient Uhura. He wanted her to go into like the little, sex kitten thing. And she said, okay, I'll do it, but Uhuru won't. And so when he tried to pull rank and call upstairs and Gene Roddenberry backed her up. She said, yeah, she will do it, but Uhuru. And I love the fact that just as she said it, he this director, this poor guy, had the boss repeated to him, that's right, she will do whatever you want, but Uhuru ain't gonna do that. So I thought that was wonderful, and I wanted to share that with you guys. Thank you so much, Carol Purdue, for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. And you guys remember, um, Nichelle Nichols will do it, but Uhuru won't do that. Oh man. So anyway, so that's it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me late into the evening like this, almost 1,000 of you. Um yeah, let me see here. If you have any more last comments or anything like that, feel free. And of course, you guys have probably heard since her passing that she had that situation with Martin Luther King coming to the dressing room, um, and being her favorite fan and everything. And that's why she stayed on the show. If there's one thing that I love about her is her intelligence. The other thing that I absolutely love about her is the fact that she never ever displayed any regrets over her career on television. She thought that television was going to be the stepping stone that was going to take her to Broadway and such, and it's a nice first step. But instead of being resentful, she embraced the character. I don't know that she was ever resentful, but I know she embraced the character. She realized the importance, and then there was a ton of fan mail that was pouring in week after week. This is why representation matters. This is why representation matters. And if the people who decided that, okay, we have this very popular biracial woman about, and we need to drive her out of here once and for all. If they understood what representation meant to someone who doesn't look like them, or if they even care for that matter, how much better would the world be? But the thing is, most of those people in that photo either don't know and most likely don't care what representation means to someone who doesn't look like them. But to a lot of people who had never seen any empowered a woman of African descent on television, this was a big game changer. So much so that even after the meeting with Nichelle Nichols, Dr. King followed up with two other phone calls to make sure that she hadn't changed her mind and left the show. It was just that important. TCC son, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you so much for being a member and watching Royal Sussex. Happy Wednesday to you. Okay, let me see. Okay, their hate means more to them than anything else. Apparently, CP, which is really sad and even frightening that hate means so much to them. But yeah, that's exactly what's going on there. That hate, it's so amazing how hate comes so easy to some people. I mean, it's like taking a breath. It's like a lazy yawn. Out comes the hate. I'm always disappointed and somewhat fascinated by the ease of it with some people. I mean, you have a chance to do something amazing, and instead, it turns into like some old frat house or something. So, really, really disgusting. Thank you for your comment. I like Kate following everything she's told, but Meghan wouldn't do that. Exactly. Kate will do whatever you want her to do, but Meghan ain't gonna do that. Oh man, I love that though. I love, love, love that. Oh, what is this about Diane Carroll? I've watched a ton of her old interviews. You guys, I promise you, if there's anybody that you've ever been a fan of, go on YouTube and just start looking up some of those old interviews. You will see them in a different light, and you will see them as so much more. And it's one of the things I get the biggest kick out of. I've watched so many of those old interviews, like the Dick Cavett show and such, and it is so illuminating. I could spend hours. I went down this rabbit hole with Diane Carroll uh, one week, and I shared it with a few people, and they also found themselves going down the rabbit hole of, oh my God, I didn't know she was so funny and so clever and so intelligent. Well, yeah, it is not just because they're a pretty face that they got those roles. It's not because they have a pretty face that they were given that opportunity to represent in places where you just didn't see people like us, but it was because they were also incredibly intelligent. So yeah, I can just melt into those old interviews for hours and never lose interest. It's like I'm like saving one for later, and I do that a lot when I'm like doing chores or whatever. I just listen and drink it in. I love that. Joan Garcia says, Baron, if they were raised with hate and racism in their families, that's what they spew. Yeah. Yeah. Harry allows us to know that there is hope. Harry is hope. I don't know. Oh, Uhuru is Swahili. I wonder what hope is in Swahili. That should be Harry's name because Harry gives a lot of hope because you would think that it would be impossible for someone from his circumstances to have so much heart and intelligence, but it's not impossible. It is very possible, and that's who he is. I look at him, and all I think of is how what a big heart he has, and how intelligent he is, compared especially to the rest of that family that doesn't seem to have any intellectual curiosities whatsoever. Thank you so much for your comment, Joan Garcia. Thank you, Baron. I felt anxious as I was not at work at this time, but I know it's late for some others. Yes. Well, Beaton Pal, thank you so much for being here, and I really appreciate it. And I know you work really, really hard, so I am always so glad to know that you've taken some time out your day to be here. I really, really appreciate it. And happy Wednesday to you. Mary H says, Baron, I cooked your salmon with jasmine rice and drizzled the olive oil and used lemon pepper. My daughter said it was the best thing I ever cooked. She said, you should write a cookbook. Oh, thank you, Mary H. Thank you. It does melt in the mouth, doesn't it? Um, yeah, oh, it's so good. I got a couple of fillets in there right now. So at some point this week or weekend, I'll probably have that myself. Okay. All right, you guys. Uh Island Girl, thank you so much, Baron. I am so happy to be on time with your second live podcast because I've been busy this past days and watched replay. Love watching your podcast. It is hilarious. And boldly said, thank you so much, Island Girl. What a great compliment. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for being here. Let's see, Lorna Williams. Yes, representation matters. When I was living in the U.S., even in major black areas, I had to order my black dolls for my daughter early. Toys are U.S. never stocked enough. Oh, Toys R Us in the U.S. never stocked. Okay, well, I get you, but yeah, I didn't know that. I did not know that. Wow. I mean, I knew, and you know what the thing is so odd about that is when it comes to collectibles, it's actually the black dolls or toys that feature black characters. They usually have a higher value because of their rarity, but I don't think that's a rarity that we really want. I mean, we should have the same access, especially in an urban area when they're stocking these stores, they got to know that there are, a sizable amount of African Americans living in a given area to stock enough. But no, apparently not. But yeah, that is unfortunate. But God bless you for taking the extra steps to make sure that that's available for your daughter. I love that. Thank you so much for that. Okay. Okay. Kathy G says Tyler Perry needs to get the rights to some of those older black shows from that era and play them on TV like Diane Carroll's show. Yeah, that maybe one of these days Tyler Perry will have a network of his own. Maybe he will. But you know what, guys? I think Tyler Perry has secured a certain amount of wealth, and I think that he's giving away a lot of money anonymously, and we just have no clue about it. Like, for instance, Oprah's wealth has been pretty stagnant over the years, and I think that's only because Oprah gives away so much money that people don't know about, and Oprah supports so many people, in higher education. So, and of course, the girls' school in South Africa. So, if not for the fact that the Oprah Winfrey's and Tyler Perry's weren't giving away so much, they would have so much more wealth, in their portfolios. But um, I can only say I believe that they're doing God's work, and they are putting it out there and paying it forward. So that must be an amazing feeling to be able to do that. It's got to be amazing. And I'm sure in our own lives we all have certain things that we support, or people, agencies, or whatever. Um, we all have something, I'm sure. And yeah, you don't even miss that money. It is just something that you do. So I have a family that I support, and it's not a lot for me, but it's a whole lot for them, and I'm so glad to do that. And it's like, you know I just think it's necessary. You got to put it out there, and not just to secure blessings, but just because it's the moral thing to do. So I'm sure in small ways we all do that, and that's the way it's supposed to be. So thank you so much for your comments. Um, B10 Pal, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for being here, and thank you for being a member of Royal Sussex. Thank you so much. Oh, there you go. And a thumbs up too. Love it. Joseph Burno, how are you today? They messed with the wrong black woman. Meghan and Nichelle taught them that hard lesson. Yeah, taught them that hard lesson. Leave a sister alone. Yeah. Oh, you guys, I'm so glad that you all were patient enough to let me share that story, because when I heard that, I just got goosebumps. I mean, because let's talk about this. This is the 1960s. There's never been a character like this on television, and she didn't even know that her character was fourth in rank on the starship. She had no idea about that. The way she found out is because Martin Luther King was such a science fiction nerd. He's the one that told her. Plus, you can't leave because you're fourth in command. She's like, really? So there she is playing this character, fourth in command on a starship, a woman of color. Um, and here comes this director who wants her to play this, like, I don't know, some kind of kittenish little I don't know, flirtatious thing, and she's just like, okay. And then cut. What's wrong with you? Um, I can do it, but Uhuru won't do it. Just play the part. Okay. Cut. When I think about it, it's just like it's kind of funny to me, and it also, like I said, it just fills me with so much pride. It gives me goosebumps because I'm just picturing this director trying to assert his authority over this actress that and for the first time she's like standing up, you know, like never mind the power dynamic here. Okay, okay, I'll play the part. Cut! I love that. That is so adorable, so funny, and so empowering. That it's like that's probably the third or fourth time I've listened to it was when I played it for you guys, and I'll probably do it again before I go to bed because I just love that. I really really love that. It took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage to do something like that, especially when your position is so unique in all of television, and you have to stand up to this person. And obviously, she had a lot of respect for this guy. I mean, she didn't put him down or disparage him, but it was just simply a matter of I cannot do that. I mean, I can do it, but Uhura won't do it. Iris says, Baron, that is, I bet he was turning red in the face and her husband puffing. You got that right. I'm sure that when, oh man, I bet you when he picked up that phone, I bet he was like some kind of mad attack dog frothing at the mouth. And she won't, and I told her, she's already ruined 3 takes. Who does she think she is? Oh man. And I bet you could have bought his behind for a nickel when the director told him, well, yeah, she will, but Uhura won't. Oh man. Okay. Thank you so much for that. Let me see, Baron. This is enough for you to go to Costco and get some vegetarian pot stickers to send me. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will. As a matter of fact, I know I have to go back because I have to go on a little errand for my aunt. She's like, I want one of those. Oh man. So, but yes, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. And thank you for the super sticker and being a member of Royal Sussex. Okay. My 40-year-old daughter still has her Flojo doll and Michael Jackson doll. Oh, that is cool. Highly collectible. Not that we would ever sell them, but highly collectible. You guys, I have such a warped sense of humor. I love when there's like a 90-year-old woman on the Antique Road show that says, they say, well, that clock is worth at least $50,000. And as he's saying that to her, or she's saying that to her, here's this woman that has like, oh, let's say has seen better days. She's got to be at least 90 years old and a good wind and she would be all over the place. And she goes, well, I had no idea, but let's just say it's Angela Levin. But I'll never part with it. You're 90 years old. You have a clock that's worth $50,000 and you will never part with it? Oh, I think you will. And maybe sooner than you think. That's what my warped mind is thinking. You are going to part with that clock one way or the other. And probably so you might as well go ahead, get the cash and go to the riverboat or to the casino or whatever. But you about to part with that clock somehow. You you may not even still own that clock through lunch. So just go ahead, take the money, old lady, and gone. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever part with it. Okay. Okay. If you say so. Oh man, but that's my warped sense of humor. Okay, let me see here. I don't want to care if William is going to be king. Don't know if he's ever going to be king. Means just saying. And if he's going to be king, he is one lazy king. Ain't that the truth? That is one of the laziest things on 2 feet that have ever lived. Is William, William and Kate, lazy people, lazy. It's embarrassing how lazy they are. Oh yeah, you're right about that. If if that lady with that $50,000 clock, oh yeah, Thomas Markle Jr. would probably come over there and just go through stuff. And my God, there was the Sussex squad and the Royal Sussex. That was a lot of false outrage, wasn't it? And my God, oh man. Okay, you guys, is she 90? I mean, she looks 90, but I wasn't sure. Let me see. I just talked about her yesterday, didn't I? Let me see if she looks like she's 90. Okay, this was yesterday. Oh yeah, yeah. If you guys didn't see yesterday, yesterday was Angela Bassett's 64th birthday, and somebody decided to compare the two Angelas. Yes, they compared to oh man, they compared the two Angelas. I even decided to join in, so I compared them with the hand under the chin, because that's one of the go-to poses for somebody who needs to hide their chin. They put their hands underneath. So I was like, okay, hand under the chin. And of course, as you all know, I have this theory that Angela Levin is the love child of Mr. Magoo. Okay. Thank you, Cheryl Bennett, for the super sticker. And thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it can be reported that that is the love child of Mr. Magoo. Oh man, you cannot unsee it. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Oh man, little troll. Oh man. Okay, you guys. There we go. Thank you so much, Mod Squad. Thank you, Church Nelly, Lydia, Mo Washington, Anastasia, Sherry, Anna, Cookies and Cream, Black Queen, Sean, and Diane Hawkins. Let me see. Joseph, the only person who could probably help, um, let's see, Angela Levin. I think Angela Levin would probably benefit from a good mortician rather than your typical makeup artist. She needs lots of fillers and colorations, and they don't usually carry that down at MAC Cosmetics. What she needs is not at MAC Cosmetics. You have to, go to other places for that kind of stuff. Oh, putty and fillers and oh, okay, that is just shady. Okay, you guys. And per usual, thank you so much to our faves, our queen of everything, Doria. Where is our queen of everything? There we go. Our queen of everything, Doria, and our queen of hearts, Diana. There we go. Okay, you guys. Love you guys so much. Last word of the day goes to Jacuzzi. We're just about to wrap up here. Thank you for stopping in, but we're just about to wrap up here. Okay, last word of the day. Okay. Something to unify us all. Maybe I have the last word of the day. Let me see. What is a good last word of the day? I usually never do that. I guess I'll just stick to my old standby, and that, of course, is there are no leaks in Montecito. And with that, thank you all. Love you guys. And we are going to avenge ourselves out of here. Thank you, Iris. That's even better. Good night, everyone. So, good night to everyone. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much for that. And thanks for stopping by late tonight, you guys. There we go. Justy Siempre, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Thank you so much for watching Royal Sussex. And I'm really excited about that. I'm so glad I didn't miss that. So, thank you. And remember, you guys, if you want to become a member, it is a bargain at $4.99. The perks that come with a membership is, let me see. Well, and then sometimes anyway, thank you. No, you get those really cool stickers that you can use. And then sometimes anyway, thank you. Oh man. But yeah, thanks a lot, everybody. Good night. Oh, is that why they said that, huh? Is that why they had those different numbers for her age? Like somewhere between this and that. I was wondering about that. I just thought people didn't know, but she keeps changing the numbers around, huh? Okay, well, thank you so much for that information. I had no idea. Okay, good night, guys. Love you. I am out.